Look, this idea that robots will just replace soldiers on the battlefield isn't some sci-fi fantasy anymore. It's the edge we're already hurtling toward, whether we like it or not. And if you're sitting there thinking, great, fewer human lives lost, but not freaking out about what that really means, you're not seeing the whole picture. Because this changes everything about power, risk, and control in war. The people who build and fund these machines, they hold cards that used to be human only. The ones who miss this shift are already behind. Here's the brutal truth. Autonomous robots aren't just tools. They're decision makers. Cold, fast, relentless, and without a conscience. That thing we used to call fog of war, the confusion, hesitation, human error, that's fading away. Now we're giving machines the power to kill on their own terms without asking anyone for a conscience check. But it's not just about who pulls the trigger. It's about who programs the mindset behind that trigger. And if you think someone else is handling the moral calculus, you're already out of the game. This isn't just a battle over lives. It's a battle over the future of human agency. How far are we willing to surrender what makes us accountable? How long before humans become spectators, watching machines fight wars they don't understand and decisions they can't control? Founders, investors, leaders, if you don't grab this by the throat and start steering these technologies, someone else will. And guess what? That someone else won't care about your ethics or your vision. They'll care about power, profit, and control. So what to do? First, stop pretending this is a distant problem. It's happening now. You need to be in every conversation, every board, every strategic plan where these systems are designed, funded, and deployed. You must demand transparency, accountability, and strict oversight, not from some government body that barely moves, but within your own ecosystem. Insist on building teams and partnerships that don't just chase efficiency or profit, but bake in ethical frameworks that are enforceable and real. Then, push for tech that prioritizes human judgment, not replaces it. Autonomous doesn't have to mean unchecked. Investment and development should focus on interoperability, machines that enhance human decision-making instead of outright replacing it. If you don't fight for human in the loop, you're handing over the future to cold calculation without conscience, and that future is brutal. And don't just think about war zones thousands of miles away. Consider how these autonomous systems impact global power dynamics and what that means for your portfolio, your partnerships, your strategies. The battlefield is no longer just physical, it's geopolitical, economic, ethical. If you aren't looking past the headlines to the strategic gameplay behind autonomous warfare, you're asleep at the wheel. Finally, build networks. Real, fierce, strategic connections across founders, investors, and experts who see this clearly. Isolation kills innovation and control. Being ahead means sharing knowledge aggressively, pushing boundaries responsibly, and refusing to let outdated systems dictate the future. This is the hard, ugly moment where humanity has to choose if it controls its future or hands it over to cold machines programmed by whoever has the guts and resources to build them first. It's not about fear-mongering, it's about raw, honest stakes. If you want to be in control of the next chapter, the one where machines don't just serve us but fight for us without us losing what makes us human, act now. No waiting, no compromises. Because if you don't, you'll wake up one day and find that the battlefield changed and the players aren't who you expected. Robots will be there, yes, but the real losers will be those who failed to stand in the room when the rules were set. Don't be that person. Make sure you're the one who shapes what autonomous soldier even means, not just in tech, but in policy, ethics, investment, and real-world power. That's the real fight. Get in it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to discover more.